Are you looking to move offices or factory? Syn-Star can help with the entire process. But if you're looking to do it on your own, there's a few key steps that you need to know. First of all, it's about working out the timings. So once you've agreed things like leases, you then need to look at the connectivity. If it's normal broadband, allow 4 weeks. The reason is that generally BT take 2 to 3 weeks. There may be some hiccups in the middle. But if the broadband's particularly bad, you may need to get a leased line connectivity, which is your own connection from the green box to your building. That takes a minimum of 65 days, but can take anything up to 6 months. So generally, once you've agreed what building you're going to, first thing, order the connectivity. Then everything else tails into it. Because a lot of the things, let's say Microsoft 365, it's all in the cloud. It's just a case of pick it up from your old premises, put it into the new. As long as you've got connectivity there, it will work. Also, if you're using a VoIP phone system, super easy. You'll put it into the new. You may need to just configure the IP address because that will change when you go from one business address to the new one. If you're moving to a managed office that already has connectivity, but it's shared amongst other tenants, then you really need to understand from them what the connectivity is, how much they're going to give you, and if you've got an on-site server, that will need to be configured. But these are all sorts of things that you can do within a couple of weeks of your move date. The main one is getting that connectivity. If you've got the old-fashioned analog phone lines, which means the physical line is on a copper BT line, then you'll need to look at migrating that. And because of the big BT switch off in 2025, you're much better to migrate that over to a VoIP system now, rather than having to manually do it to an analog line and then move it to a VoIP system within the next year or two anyway. The other things then is if you've got cyber insurance, you'll need to update all the policies. Also, if you have accreditations like Cyber Essentials or ISO 27001, you will need to rerun your scans to make sure that if you've got any different hardware, so you may be changing firewalls or routers, that also kicks into play. The other thing could be the physical building may need to be rewired. So it's always worthwhile getting a professional to check all the connectivity points. So you've got the network points that go around the building and also the main comms cabinet. So get a professional out, because if you do need rewiring done, then there may be a lead time for that, 1 or 2 months. So get the site survey done first of all, then all of the time frames populate from there. It just depends how long it's going to take you to move. If you're moving relatively quickly, then you really need to make sure that the connectivity is there. And then if you move in all the computers, that they'll have a network connection. If you're running on laptops and Wi-Fi, then it's making sure that you've got a good enough Wi-Fi network and making sure that the Wi-Fi network is hived off between the important and the unimportant. Other things that you will need to do is contact local authorities to make sure that everything is proper with the address and that there's not going to be any issues when you move in or future. Syn-Star can help you with all of this. If you are looking at moving within the next 6 months, it'll be great to work with you. Please click on the link below and get in contact with the team now.